was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Alrighty. I can't run again. Oh, that's kind of cool. My back.
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
My back trigger makes me crouch.
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
So good aim I am, guys. We haven't aimed in a long time.
They saw me before I saw them.
Did they? Oh, back.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
What is that, a monkey? Freaking ran up behind me. That was terrifying. What the heck? I just. Okay, let's try this again. I do have a rifle. I thought I did, but I didn't know. That would probably help if I was using the rifle instead of a freaking pistol.
They saw me before I saw them.
Did they? Oh, I'm dead again. I keep forgetting how to dodge those things sometimes.
They saw me before I saw them.
Damn, I did it again. I dodged the wrong way. Let me try this again. We'll get it right eventually. Third time's a charm.
They saw me before I saw them.
What? It aimed the opposite way that time. Are you kidding me? Okay, the fourth time's a charm. Fifth time, I guess.
They saw me before I saw them.
This time we're not going in there. I can't aim very well, can I? It's crazy! They're fucking running at me! Heck, I'm dead again. They was running at me. That was terrifying. They were just freaking running at me. I need like a better gun. Do we have any like... Ooh, hold on. Look at what we have here. Probably the bad sign when you see crows.
They saw me before I saw them.
Reload, dude. Don't got time to reload. Get this gun reloaded.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
Oh, I can't aim today. What the hell? Ow! What the hell? What the hell? Oh god. Stat! I'm not good at this game. The dodging part is what messes me up. Does it really make the aiming a little bit better? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. What did I hit? How do you over the menu on Switch? It's so confusing because all the buttons are backwards compared to the other systems. Okay, let's see what we got. That's not what I want. Maybe controls, maybe? Aiming dual... What the hell does that mean? I don't know. Motion controls, auto aim is on, so why is it not auto aiming then? Check that damn bird. I think I have blanks. Why they ain't working? Where am I going? I don't think I'm going the right way, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to use two guns too hard. Alrighty, let's try this again.
They saw me before I saw them.
Try this again.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
I forgot I could do that. Completely forgot that we could do that. That would have been helpful earlier. I must just be bad at games. It's hard to aim though, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, it doesn't aim properly like it could.
They saw me before I saw them. It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there.
How is he shooting me for the freaking trees, dude? That guy must have zero depth perception. How the hell did he hit me through the damn tree? That guy, I don't know if he's dead. I think he's dead. I'm out of ammo.
I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of them.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout. Deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Alright.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit. They had torches on the walls.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian War. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
I keep thinking that's
To be
B.
honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
I keep pushing B, but there's not B on Nintendo. It's A. So freaking confusing. I play too much Xbox. That's what it is. Back.
come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
Boss battle time?
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if I had no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until the venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Damn it! I'm dead. They stopped me. Damn, man. Alright, try this again. Why do they always aim for my head? It's crazy. Ow, right in the head again. Can't reload that pistol fast enough, or rifle fast enough.
swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle. I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Okay. Almost didn't make that jump.
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
I keep messing up the dodge. I hate those dodge things.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Oh, I'm dead now.
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Where are they?
and a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me.
Alrighty.
But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
I clearly saw that wolf spawn in before he disappeared.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Alright, next mission.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem, might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
They call me bounty hunters the mission.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property.
That guy got back up.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. They met an adversary that day who had no fear and offered them no quarter. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. You just gotta wait till something sticks down.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. He went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
That's right. Good.
Over there!
Oh, wrong way, hold on. No, I went backwards.
That's Silas Greaves.
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened. It was early evening, not high noon. The Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies. I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless.
Boy, you are shit out of
And
luck.
finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeyville.
Hey, we got us a hero. What's wrong with him?
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons.
Damn it, I'm dead again. Try this again.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons.
Get those boys.
And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, as those two families have been feuding forever.
How stupid idea was this?
And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes.
About how he
Shit
talks
happens.
after I die.
Kill that cocksucker! Get those boys! Shoot him down! They ain't getting away with this! Come on, we gotta get out of here! I think they know who we are! Hey, stupid idea was this? Over there! He can't stand against the dog! That gave me a goddamn headache!
Damn it, I always mess up the dodge. I don't know why. The dog barking. Yeah.
Get those boys! Put them down! They ain't getting away with this! Come on, we gotta get out of here! I think they know who we are! Their stupid idea was this! Show yourself! Get him, boys! Over That's it for you!
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work. It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Reeves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how it felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
You ain't getting by me, Greaves. Next time I won't miss.
I won't either.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Continue. Alright, let's do this.
We'll get those suckers!
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this!
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood. The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Bury him in the swamp. Plant him where they stand.
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm, so I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause. Point being, I was under serious attack.
I'm gonna bury you in a million pieces.
I saw that damn dynamite, but there was nothing I could do. I couldn't run fast enough.
Put that mad dog down! Wounded Chris is twice as dangerous. I'm gonna blow your top. You ain't seen the likes of me. You ready for a belly full of butt shot? Gonna hurt you.
My reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
Die, you damn bounty hunter!
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view, but just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running through the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started walking, and pretty soon Steve? Steve!
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Indians?
There were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
I think I went backwards somehow. Yeah, we're back at that barn again. Somehow I moved all the way around the map. Now we gotta go back.
Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins.
Shot me right in the head.
Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch!
I pushed Y. What do they mean? I pushed Y. What the heck?
Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch!
It's confusing because the Xbox buttons are freaking
Bounty
confusing.
hunters! Stop that son bitch!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits.
They start shooting at you when you're trying to freaking reload. You can't do anything about it.
Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch!
Dead again.
Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins.
Like, what am I supposed to do? There's like many of them. There's no way I can dodge them.
Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch! Bounty hunters! Stop that son bitch!
I keep forgetting the buttons. I think that's the problem. Its problem is this is not Xbox, and they have the same button layout, but it's not the same layout. It's like the same button.
That son bitch!
Or I keep pushing A, but this is not A. This is not A that I keep pushing. It's so frustrating because I have to look down at the controller.
Stop that son bitch!
Oh, geez. I hate Nintendo. Why can't they just have the button same layout as Xbox and make it so much easier for me?
Bounty Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
Oh my god. I keep pushing X or where it's supposed to be, but it's not there because it's not Xbox. It's so confusing. Why did they make it like that? It's so freaking confusing.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
Jeez. So hard.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
I pushed A again. But that was B. What do you mean? That was B. I didn't push B. What are they talking about?
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
I'm not gonna be able to beat this because I can't freaking remember the buttons. It's too freaking complicated to remember the buttons on Nintendo.
Stop that, son bitch!
I pushed B that time. I did.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family? How bet Ben...
He has no head. What the feck? They have no head. What is going on? Oh god. That was scary. They had no head. What was that about? Why did some of the characters have no heads? They came out of the frickin' tombstones. That's what it was. They're frickin' zombies.
I'm impregnable. Now you're in trouble. Me shoot around corners. Oh, now. Wait, bullet. Go ahead. Don't let that asshole get away with this. What are you gonna do? Damn!
Goodbye, have a good time.
I'm ending you! Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
I'm gonna go back to my rifle. I hate that shotgun so much. That's not what I wanted.
Did he just dodge a damn bullet? One sorry.
Why wouldn't he die? I shot him right in the head. He acted like he was my friend or something. He wouldn't die. I shot him in the head. Was that a glitch? I hate that dodging part so much. It's so confusing because you don't know which way it's gonna go.
It's you or me.
Like, what is wrong with my gun? Why is it not working? And then we both killed each other anyways. Okay, that makes a lot of freaking sense. How did he fire when he was dead? It makes no sense. I hate it keeps switching me to the double pistol. It's so hard to aim like that. Let's try this again. My gun's reloaded.
You call down the thunder.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high. And those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
I'm done with you. I'm ending you. Ready to fight?
He's fucking dead. I didn't realize we tapped Y, you can reload faster. Okay.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Going in there. I gotta walk.
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to hell!
The Daltons had played me like a fiddle. Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Oh, what happened? I fell to the floor.
But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway...
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
Oh, God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Breeze?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys.
What happened? Why'd I die? What happened?
But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway...
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
Oh, God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Breeze?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Bury him in the swamp! Someone kill that bastard! I see him!
come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Okay then. Not used to that. Not a good aim. At least I got one of them. You know, I tried. It's hard to focus that and try to get to your weapon fast enough too. It's so hard because you have two guys to hit, and even if you hit one, you have to get both of them. It's just so hard. I don't know how you're supposed to aim that, because the crosshairs are like... I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. There's no auto aim either, so I just gotta figure this out myself. I don't know how to get it on both of them. How do you focus on two different people and try to shoot them?
Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Fast, man. They're too fast. I don't know what to do. This is gonna be impossible. I don't know who to focus it on. I got both of them and I still died! Are you kidding me? I was good at that time. I actually had it and I frickin' died. I did it!
They got it wrong. A sad end for those two.
Hell yeah.
If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. paroled 14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
That was hard.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Alrighty. Not so great train robbery. Alright.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there. I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
God damn you!
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Cut you and... I'll kill you!
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
I really livered son of a bitch!
Ready to meet your fate.
At times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back. I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
No.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the Wild Bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that? He's mine! You'll die for this! Take cover! Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody!
You call down the thunder.
He'll kill us all! Gonna make you bleed! Come on!
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they?
What are you looking for?
Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail. Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang.
No, that's a
Right
gang.
after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that. On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America.
Is that it? Oh, that was it. Okay.
They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Well, we're gonna end this here. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.